Let's say you have a driver assistance system. This is a system where automation helps the driver. For example, the automation might be doing lane keeping to keep the driver in the lane, but the driver is still responsible for overall safety and still responsible in particular for mitigating any hazards that the system can't deal with. The feedback model for that system looks like what we've seen so far. There's hazard analysis done on the design. There's a set of triggering event feedback system. But when you deploy, the only thing that's helping mitigate problems when you deploy is driver experience. What you have is the driver, the human driver, doing dynamic risk mitigation. Now, this is a useful fiction. We're back to the useful fiction. Systems are presumed to be safe forever when released, and the reason you can get away with that is that the driver is up there cleaning up the mess if you didn't get it perfect. However, sometimes there's a problem with the system that it's unreasonable for a driver to mitigate. For example, if you have phantom braking, it might well be the case that the driver can't really effectively mitigate that quickly enough, or maybe even at all, and there could be a risk of being rear-ended by a heavy truck following. So there's an expectation the driver will help mitigate the risks and surprises, but there's a possibility that not every risk can be mitigated. What do we do about that? Well, we have recalls. So in any system, once it's deployed, there's a driver who is supposed to keep things safe, but when that is an unreasonable ask or the system is just too dangerous, we have recalls. These recalls are problems seen during deployment that go back and feed a design change and an update. It's not supposed to happen according to the safety model, but in the real world it does happen. Nonetheless, if recalls are extremely rare, certainly it's better to fix problems that you find out about by surprise than not. And every recall is a sign that the feedback system is working. So it's important not to punish companies for recalls if it was a reasonable thing that just there's no way anyone would have thought to avoid it. And it's important to have them as part of a healthy feedback system.